Hey guys, this will be video 4 for the Les Paul restoration. My phone keeps cutting off, so it's definitely going to be a memory issue. I'm going to keep the videos as short as I can and just as direct as I can as well. I finished off in video 3, or where I got cut off was the owner was pretty cool about this being, a repair job, and he didn't have a problem with it showing some scars and whatnot. But I made the statement that, after you invest money in the restoration, it's a different issue when you're, at the club and the guys are looking at the work that was done to the guitar. And I'd rather them be really impressed by what they see rather than, bugging you and mocking you about, just it being thrown back together. So anyway, I'm still torn between how much of this I want to work with or whether I'm going to take the whole thing off. But I think because this is more of a video series based on, how little can we do to bring a guitar back, but not at the expense of tone. Tone is everything. Playability is everything. I think we know, we all like the relic look or the worn-in look, and that's cool. The last thing we want is this thing to look like a shiny, brand new Les Paul. So I'm going to stop rambling about that. But what I meant by I'd rather the owner be a little bit unhappy because it's not relic enough, but it looks incredible and it plays incredible. And if the owner, or if you want to get your chains and your whips out and you relic it, then so be it. I'll let you pull that trigger later on. So as quickly as I can, to keep these videos under control so they don't keep cutting off. What I typically do when I get a project like this, I kind of piecemeal put it back together and clamp everything down, because what I'm wanting to do before I do consider completely removing this top, I want to know how thick this top is in relation to this plane. I know what this thickness is, and because of issues with Gibson, and I'm not going to sit here and start telling you, oh yeah, it's this thickness and this route is this thickness and this, because I don't like the idea of replicas out there. Now, I'm contradicting what I said because I'm building a replica, but it's my own personal guitar, and it's not going to have a Gibson logo on it. So don't ask me how wide this body is, how long this body is from here to here, or this waistline, or any of these dimensions. All I can say is there's a lot of beauty in these French curves and these compound curves that you can't just write down on paper and it look like a Les Paul. So on that note, let's go from there. What I do once I get this on here, I start determining what is this neck angle. I want to know exactly what this neck angle is. Is it 3 degrees? Is it 4 degrees? Is it 5 degrees? Is it 2 degrees? And I think it's kind of industry standard. Everybody knows the neck angle on a Les Paul is going to vary. This one just happens to be hitting for a 1975 to 82 Gibson Les Paul Custom. It's hitting at about right at 4.5 degree angles. It's a 3-piece maple neck, and at this point, from the top of the maple to where the bottom of the strings, the center strings, the bottom of the strings. I'm sorry, let me back up. I'm wrong. The plane of the top of the frets hits at 5/8. So the strings would be about an 1/8 inch higher. Okay. So anyway, and I was surprised. That's a little bit more pitch than I was expecting. Anyway, so that being said, what have I got right here? Okay, the remaining black reveals solid maple. What I did, I really took a piercing tool here, and I went to town. I mean, I started really slamming into this baby. I wanted to find what's dead, what's alive, even though I will cut beyond it if we use what is here. I want to find out just how bad is bad and just how good is good. And then on that note, I'll be able to determine, man, maybe there's no sense in removing this piece. Maybe I can just come in here and slice this split where it was a 3-piece and just do a fillet in there and bring this baby back to life. Because as you noticed in the last videos, the tap tone was incredible once I was going across it, with the tapping. And again, I apologize. I should have mentioned, I wouldn't recommend wearing earbuds if you're listening to any of these videos, because every now and then I'm going to pick this baby up and I want to do some tapping, and I don't want to hurt your ears. So just be careful about that. But when you hear this tapping on this body, see the similarity? This is brand new. This is over 40 years old. What that tells me, even though this guitar was in a horrific flood and probably was underwater for a long time, or maybe the guitar case was standing up and just the bottom was flooded, it's letting me know that the separation between the top and the mahogany didn't take place any further up than maybe in this area right here. So I was sorry, I wasn't looking at the phone. What I'm saying is all this up here is as well connected today, even though the bottom of the guitar is set in a flooded state. So there's a possibility maybe we don't even need to fool with tearing all that off. And plus, it'll save the owner a ton of money in not having to redo the whole top. Anyway, let me kind of pull this apart and see if there's anything that I might need to mention.